I think the big word here is responsibility. And I think that we were powerless. And over the last 100 years, we have seen that there's been many gatekeepers to get us to have a voice. You know, you needed to be on TV. You remember the days of Oprah and Larry King? Those are the only voices we heard. You know, there was this top-down information share, and we all saw these few heroes as the voices of reason and of thought. And if you think about music as well, you know, there was U2, Madonna, Michael Jackson, and there was like 10 bands that we could like, and that was it. There was this top-down process. But what technology has done, it's given us an opportunity to participate in the world around us. And we see that many of the movements right now that we are witnessing, Black Lives Matter, Me Too movement, GameStop, and the sort of Reddit community taking on the hedge funds. This is all showing us that there's groundswells all around the world. And it's these groundswells that we must focus on, because it's these groundswells that will give us an opportunity to become participants in the future. And the only thing that's stopping us from becoming participants is our ability to understand the power we have and the responsibility, the ability to respond to this world and become active members of it. There's three processes that we need to take into mind when thinking about participating in this future. And one of them is called decolonization, democratization, and participation. And what I mean by these three processes is that we have to stop thinking about the future as a colonized future. It's not about being a set future. We have to decolonize it, and we have to actually become participants in it. We have to democratize. In other words, we have to get more people of more color, of more gender, of more age around the table making decisions about the future. And then ultimately for us to participate in it, you know, sitting on the sidelines, blaming the government, blaming your past, blaming your gender, blaming whatever you want to blame, doesn't get you to be participants. It gets you to be stayed and gets to be old traumas repeated over and over, which doesn't allow us to build, reimagine, and curate a brand new world ahead of us. So yes, mindset and participation and responsibility become paramount in a place of transition and change in order for us to see this as an opportunity and not a challenge. And the only reason you're seeing it as a challenge is that you haven't reimagined the possibilities of what's coming, and you're just holding on to old stories, and seeing that these old stories are crumbling puts you in a state of victim mindset. And that's the whole point here, is that the old world is gone. It's going, it's imploding, and thank goodness it is, because now we can start rethinking a more transparent, a more fair, and more just world, which is really what my message is about.